Desmond, you don't want to talk about any specific players, so let's talk teams. And, of course, Georgia snapped a 41-year national title drought. Is there a team out there that could end a lengthy national title drought of their own in your mind?
Now, did she say me or she said, all right,
you,
Desmond,
I
just want to make sure. Now, I don't want to jump the gun.
She said,
no, yeah, we got you.
Yeah. Okay, just double checking. Just double check. Listen, I like the Miami Hurricanes. I know Mario Cristobal is going to be on the show. I'm excited about that. I believe that the ACC is wide open. You look at Clemson; they didn't dominate like they used to. Last year they really struggled. And don't forget, they lost their two coordinators too. You got Tony Elliott went to become the head coach at UVA, and obviously Brent Venables, the head coach at Oklahoma. And Mario, he got the boosters to open up the checkbook. I was at spring practice, RG3. I mean, they got like a all-star coaching staff. They got Kevin Steele, who's a former head coach. He's a long-time defensive coordinator. They got Charlie Strong, another coach who was a long-time defensive coordinator, but also was a head coach at one point. And then I look to the right, RG3. I see Pro Football Hall of Famer Ed Reed. I look to the left, and then I see Pro Football Hall of Famer Jason Taylor. So these guys, I mean, they have a tremendous coaching staff. Mario's going to do an excellent job of recruiting. And I do believe that the ACC is wide open. Their toughest game, well, they're gonna have two tough games. They got tussle with Texas A&M. I think that's week 3. They go on the road. Now that game can make or break a team's season because depending on the outcome, if they lose a close game, they can be very confident they went on the road and they went toe-to-toe one of the best teams in the country. If they win, then the confidence is through the roof. Now, if they get embarrassed, it can break a team spirit. But that's going to be a key game as far as determining how their season's going to go when Miami plays Texas A&M. But I just like the Canes, man. I'm curious to see what Mario's going to say on the show later today. But I really do like the Canes to have a pretty good season.
So, Desmond, basically what you're saying is that Mario brought the Hurricane with him. He brought all the coaches he could find, all the Hall of Famers he could find to try to bolster up that prestige of being at the U. So I think that's a good point, but I'm going to roll with USC, right? Last time they won was 2004. Now, we know they had some wins vacated way back then, but they went 13-0, beat the Oklahoma Sooners 55-19 in the Orange Bowl to secure that title. And I think that Lincoln Riley and the USC transfer portal Trojans really are going to put some people on notice. Lincoln has used the transfer portal like no other coach in the history of the portal.
True.
He went and brought in basically a whole new offense and a whole new defense, and he's going to be the poster boy, and this team is going to be the poster child for how you can flip a roster in 1 year in college football and see if you can implement your system, right? How the team operates, how they gel together. But when you look at what they did offensively, I mean, I got my notes here. They brought in Caleb Williams and Mario Williams from Oklahoma, Mario being the wide receiver. Yeah. They brought in the Biletnikoff winner, Jordan Addison from Pitt. They went and got Jerry Rice's son from Colorado, Brendan Rice, and then brought in Terrell Bynum from Washington at wide receiver. They also went and got Travis Dye from Oregon, the running back. Austin Jones, the running back from Stanford.
Wow.
And defensively, they brought in a whole slew of guys on every level of the defense. I don't think we've ever seen anything like this in college football, and I'm intrigued by it because when we went to their spring game out there and called that, I had an opportunity to do that with Matt Berry and Joey Galloway. It was phenomenal to see the excitement the fans had, how dynamic their team is going to be, and I think they have an easier road than Miami does going through the Pac-12 to get to the college football playoff. So I'm going to rock with USC with that 18-year-ish national championship drought as a team that can get it done, and if they do, everyone's going to start using the portal the same way Lincoln Riley did this year.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.